I don't even know what that has to do with anything, but
bring it right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Candice and this is Everything Beauty with Candice B. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a 4-week skincare trial, and we're featuring the Fenty Skin Pre-Show Glow Retexturizing Treatment. According to the website, it's a 1-minute face scrub that has 10% AHAs and fruit enzymes for glowing makeup-ready skin in seconds. It really is just a chemical exfoliation treatment that's meant to scrub away the dead skin, revealing bright and smoother skin. Fenty Skin launched this last year, I think the day after Christmas. And I haven't seen very many people on YouTube review it or say much about it. So I've always been interested since it launched, and I finally got my hands on it. So I figured instead of doing just like a first impressions or an unboxing, that I would actually just really use it for the next 4 weeks and then come back on camera after the first week and then maybe after 4 weeks and just give you guys my thoughts on it and really test it out, because I really don't want to come on this camera and then just use it one time and then say it's awesome. So we're really gonna give this a chance. So in the box that I got, it comes with a 1-ounce treatment and a special applicator to apply it to your face. It retails for $40, and off of my first impressions, I was really shocked that the bottle was so small. So let me just show you guys what it is. And I'm trying to figure out how to show you how big it is. Can you see how little she is? But I figured that is 1 ounce of treatment, and I thought that was pretty expensive, but I'm willing to give it a chance and see how it goes when I use it on my face. So the instructions on this thing, you are supposed to use it up to 2 times per week, not more, not less, and not use it on consecutive days. So today is Friday, and I've chosen to do it on Tuesdays and Fridays. So today is the first day that I'll be using it. And then once I've used it for a full week, I'll come back and let you guys know my first week thoughts, and then come back again and let you guys know my final thoughts. So I will see you guys in 1 week. Hey y'all, so we are 1 week in, and so far I've used this stuff 3 times. Last week when I used it for the first time, I scrubbed my face for 1 minute like it said, and everything went fine. And then the next day, my skin looked great actually. I was actually walking by a mirror, and for some reason my complexion just like stopped me, and I looked and my skin did look so much brighter. It looked like it was a lot more even, and I was getting excited like this is gonna work. And then the next day came and I messed up and used the Neutrogena cleanser mask that I normally use, which has I think like benzoyl peroxide in it. I put that on and my face instantly started burning. So I realized when I'm using this stuff, I can't use anything with like any oxides or acids or anything while I'm using this. And then after my face started burning, I mean, the next day I was so dry and I had a rash all over my face. So I'm gonna put that up on the screen, but that was literally like 3 days after I used it for the first time. I just broke out all over my face and had like little bitty bumps everywhere. But since I committed to this, I was gonna keep on using it. After a couple of days, the rash kind of went away once I realized I can't use other stuff. So I went to a more gentle cleanser. So right now, I'm using the actual Fenty cleanser that she makes, because that's a lot more gentle on the skin. But my face was also very dry after that rash went away. So what I did was I used my Rose Hydration Toner. I steamed my face every night. I put on a rose mask. So just all gentle products, no other serums or anything like that, just moisturizing my face and just making sure that I'm keeping the moisture in. So this is what I'm looking like a week later. So of course my dark marks are still here, and hopefully it gets better over the next 3 weeks. But I'm so glad that rash went away. So I'm gonna continue to use it, and I will see you guys in 3 more weeks for my final thoughts. Hey y'all, so it's 4 weeks later since I first started our little experiment. I started this project, or I don't know, trial at the beginning of April. So I think it was like April 1st is when I first used it, and now it is May 4th. So I've used this stuff at least 10 times. So let me just show you the bottle and show you how much I have left. Because I know I was kind of like, oh, this is only a little bit for $40. And I still have more than half the bottle left. So now let's get into like my final thoughts. So overall, did I really think that it worked? Yes and no. So there were some days that I like walked past the mirror and was like, oh wow, my skin does look brighter. So I did feel like on some days my complexion was a lot brighter, a lot more clear. I felt like my dark marks weren't as visible, but that was usually only a day or two after using it, and then my face would just go right back to normal. And then it would be time to use it again, and then my face would look bright again. So do I really think that it cleared up my dark marks? I'm not too sure. And y'all know after the first week I had those issues using it, and I know it was partly my fault for using a different face wash with it, but I learned my lesson very quick and I didn't really have any issues after that. The dryness eventually went away, so I didn't have those like flaky, bumpy skin that I did after the first week of using it. And I think it's also because my skin had a chance to get used to it, because it is a pretty high percentage of AHAs. I don't know if this is something that I would recommend to other women, especially women of color, to get rid of dark marks. I don't see this doing that. It did make my complexion look a lot brighter, but did it get rid of my dark marks? I don't think so. So if you do decide to pick it up, let me give you some tips about using it and what I've learned. So the first thing is use all gentle products, because you guys, my skin was like fighting for its life for like the first week after I used it. And it took a while for my skin to kind of figure it out and balance out. And once I switched to using a more gentle face wash, I actually used the Fenty Skin face wash, then all of my issues started to go away. It took a little while, but it went away and I didn't have really any more issues with dryness. Also, I wouldn't use any other types of products that have like any like acids or AHAs or anything that could like mess with this little bottle, because you will break out. So I stopped using all of my serums. I tend to use a retinol at night. I stopped that immediately. And I also didn't use like any of my hyaluronic acid. I didn't use vitamin C. I didn't use niacinamide. I just completely eliminated serums out of my skincare routine because I was scared to break out again. So I stuck to only really gentle face washes and toners, and then followed up with a moisturizer and eye cream, and that was it. So if you do use a toner, use something like the Fresh Rose Water Toner, or just something really gentle, because you don't want to use anything that can like interact with this stuff at all. The third thing I would say is make sure you moisturize, because this can dry your skin out if you don't use like a thick enough moisturizer with it. So just make sure you're moisturizing really, really well, just to keep that skin hydrated, so that you don't go out there and just mess up your skin even more. So just make sure you're staying moisturized. Make sure you drink your water, because you don't want to let this stuff dry you out. Y'all, my battery died. So the last tip that I have is anytime you're using any acids or AHAs or anything with active ingredients, make sure you are using an SPF. Even if you're just going outside for a few minutes, if you're not wearing any makeup, always put on SPF. And I'm not saying to do this just because you're using this stuff, but you should always do it. Always, always, always put on SPF. I know as black girls, we think that we can go out and our skin already has SPF in it, but make sure you're wearing it, especially when you're using this stuff, because you can get very, very sensitive to the skin and also make your dark spots worse than what they are. So that is it for my 4-week trial of the Fenty Skin Pre-Show Glow. I'm so glad it's over. I am so ready to go back to my regular nighttime skincare routines. I miss my serums and my retinols because I could not use any of this stuff when I had this. So I think that's probably the only reason why I'm not gonna continue to use this until the bottle is empty. I think I'm gonna wait until the winter time and maybe try it out again, but it's summertime and we about to be outside. It's no more masks, so I'm ready to just put on all of, I don't even know what that has to do with anything, but I'm ready to go back to using all of my other stuff. I really miss using that. So glad this 4-week trial is over. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.